Muslims have always told us that they are not allowed to lie during a conversation with a Christian. Yet, in this video, you'll see how the EF Dawah boys will lie publicly without any honor or any shame. Truly, there is no dignity left in this cult. You will see how they lie publicly. Just watch.
The Quran said that God spoke to Muhammad. The Quran never said that.
Really?
Yes.
So what does the Quran say?
God never spoke to Muhammad.
Who did he speak to?
Okay? Because
how do you understand
what
Isra
the
wa
Quran
Miraj?
says,
Okay.
what the Quran says is that an angel gave it to Muhammad.
What about when the Quran speaks about
But
Isra?
it's not God.
So what happens in Isra
Okay?
wa Miraj?
So,
do you know what Isra wa Miraj is?
Get
Do you
your
know what
facts
Isra wa
right.
Miraj is?
Okay?
Do you know what it is?
Hold on, hold on.
Do you know what Isra wa Miraj is?
Did God speak to Muhammad?
Yes.
Yeah, where? Show it to me in the surah.
Where's the Quran? Is anyone got the Quran with them? Isra wa Miraj. Find it for me, please. So we're going to show my man here now where Muhammad spoke to Allah.
As you see, the Muslim debater from the EF Dawah boys, he called Hamza, the guy with the red beard, is asking his Muslim friends to find him the verse from the Quran, which he is basically referring to is chapter 17, ayah 1 from the Quran. But what this lying and deceiving Muslim with the funny red beard and his Muslim friends who are helping him to find the verse in the Quran did not tell the Christian apologists that only and only the Isra part is mentioned in the Quran and certainly not Al-Mi'raj. Yet the Muslim debater needs to lie publicly to prove his point. The second part, Al-Mi'raj, which is the ascension to the seven heavens, is only found in the Sunnah, certainly not in the Quran. The Prophet of Islam supposedly spoke to Allah in the Hadith, not in the Quran. Ya Hamza, stop lying. Only the Isra part is found in chapter 17, ayah 1, which is the night journey where Muhammad was taken from Masjid al-Haram to the farthest mosque on the back of Al-Buraq. So the Muslim apologist is lying deliberately to win over the argument. Do you see how they lie without any shame or dignity? Truly, there is no honor left in this cult of Islam. And no Muslim dare to step in to correct the lie of the Muslim debater who is publicly lying and deceiving. Yeah, Hamza, you have no honor, no dignity, or any shame in you. Didn't Muhammad, your prophet, in many Sahih Hadith say, whoever tells a lie against me intentionally, then let him occupy his seat in hellfire? Do you see how this Hamza from EF Dawah will burn in hellfire according to his prophet for eternity? Calling his own prophet Muhammad and Allah both liars just to win over a debate? This is what Muslims are allowed to do? Well, this is your janazah, your funeral, ya Muslimin. Why are you following such liars and deceivers like Hamza or the EF Dawah boys? Furthermore, the story of Al-Isra and Al-Mi'raj, as mentioned in the Islamic books, has major issues with any historical evidence. The Islamic sources created huge historical errors, and here is why, my friends. First of all, Muhammad never went to Jerusalem to begin with, and here is the proof. Muhammad died in the year 632, yet Masjid al-Aqsa in Jerusalem was built by Caliph Abdul Malik and later finished by his son in the year 705. Are the Muslims of today trying to tell us that Muhammad had access to a time travel machine like a DeLorean from the movie Back to the Future? But if we do some digging, we find that the original Masjid al-Aqsa in the time of Muhammad was actually not that far, but actually very close to Mecca. In the following books, we find the evidence to destroy the standard Muslim narrative, or as I love to call it, a lie about Al-Isra wal-Mi'raj. In books like Akhbar Mecca, volume 5 on page 66, and also in Samat al-Nujum, volume 2 on page 288, and in another book called Subal al-Huda wal-Rashad, volume 5 on page 406, we can read that when Muhammad went to an area very close to Mecca called Al-Ju'rana, he used to pray there in a mosque or masjid called Al-Aqsa, down the valley called Al-Adwat al-Quswa. And when Muhammad wanted to leave Al-Ju'rana after finishing prayer in Al-Aqsa mosque, he then left Ju'rana to go to Medina. So as you see, Muhammad never went to Jerusalem. It's a hoax, a lie, a fabrication by much later Muslims to try to give Muhammad miracles which he had never to begin with.